Hi, Andrew here, and let's continue on the topic of getting shit done. At the end of the last video, or in the last video, I was talking about doing the most trivial thing possible, the smallest, most inconsequential task that's on your plate. But Andrew, if all I do is the small, inconsequential tasks, I'll never get the important shit done. Not true. If you follow the logic of what I was saying. You start with that incredibly small thing. Remember, you must have heard the Chinese aphorism, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. If you think of the big thing, walking 1,000 miles, Terry Fox running across Canada, if you think of that, you'll get locked and you'll never be able to go. So don't think about that. Think about the very next step, the very next thing. I think I genuinely started to develop this particular method when I was in the Bikram yoga torture chamber. 40-degree heat, 40 or 50% humidity, sweat pouring off me. If you don't think sweat was pouring off me, they used to call the puddle around my mat Lake Andrew. And Bikram himself referred to it as the torture chamber. Hot, uncomfortable, very much on purpose. And especially in the beginning, or if you've gone back after a long hiatus, thinking of the entire 90 minutes is huge. It's daunting. It's like, oh, fuck, I can't do this. But you don't think about that. You don't think about you don't think about the end of the class. You don't think about the break, the 2-minute break in the middle of the class. You don't think about you don't think about the next posture. You think about the next move, the next part of the move, the next breath. Focus on the next breath, the smallest thing that you can. Because if you can get through that moment, you can get through the one after it and the one after that. And if you do that, you just focus on those small things. Well, suddenly you've gotten through the move. You've gotten through the entire posture. You've gotten through the pair of postures. You've gotten through the entire standing sequence. You've gotten through the entire prone sequence. Oh my God, you did the entire 90 minutes. You survived. You did it. You've accomplished something. But you did it by focusing on the smallest thing, the most trivial thing, and doing just that. Because that leads to the next. And if you do, as I suggest, and just do something, you start to get things moving. When you're locked, when your brain has you frozen in place, the smallest thing to break that puts you in motion. Keep yourself in motion by picking another small thing. And it's a funny thing, because if you do this, you're following the small habits theory that James Clear popularized in his book Atomic Habits. Get 1% better each day. I've talked about that. Ben Settles talked about that. Just get a tiny bit better. Don't aim for the big win, the big goal. Get a little bit better. But show up every day and do that. Because if you continue to do these small things, then you do what I talk about. You develop them into routines. We are the 27th of April. We're approaching 4 months where I have posted a minimum of 1 video per day. I had to catch up a shitload of backlog, so there was a lot of 2. Some on YouTube, some on Rumble. And writing every day. And I haven't missed a single day in this almost 4 months now. There have been days where I've said, oh, fuck, I'll do 2 tomorrow. Nope. No excuses. You've got those small steps have become larger steps. They've turned into a routine. They're becoming a habit. And the thought of going to bed without having put up a video and publishing a small article on standupright.ca makes me unhappy. And I won't go to bed. I'll be unhappy if I don't do it. I'll be down on myself, and getting down on yourself creates a whole new downward spiral. And knowing this gives me that extra little impetus that keep the habit, keep the routine, keep on going. And in the process, you're putting in your reps, you're repeating your repetitions, your practice, and you're getting better. And I look back even 4 months, and I know I'm writing much faster, and the editing is much faster because it's coming cleaner. And I'm hitting that 250 to 300 word limit that I applied to myself, and I'm hitting it every day. And it all came from small steps. Do the minimum plus a little bit, do the minimum plus a little bit plus a little bit more, and just keep on going. Not focusing on the one thing, but working up to it. Maybe this helps. Maybe if you attack it the other way, then you won't be quite so daunted by the size of the list. It's almost like taking that list, sorting it out, and working from the bottom. Forget about taking the top 2 on your list of shit. Take the bottom 2 and work up. That was my time. Now is your time. And in the meantime, I forgot to say, thank you very much for watching. That was my time. Now is your time. And in the meantime, take care. And you'll see me soon.